we are going to probably use a new light machine gun squad here. Yeah. But by the way, we have lots of ammo here. Yeah, FNAP 43 is probably the proof that Italians can make a better MP40 than Germans can. But while in the game it's cool, in reality it was an over-engineered gun, which was too expensive to be mass-produced, and only 7,000 were made. While the Japanese had a problem with submachine gun development due to the infantry doctrine, and they had only, if I recall correctly, around 5,000 of Type 100 submachine guns, most of which were used to arm paratroopers. The Italians actually had like 5 of types of submachine guns. FNAP 43, several types of Beretta submachine guns, including MAB 38, Beretta M1, and Beretta M43, M44, which was a simplified version. And they also had a, grease gun type weapon called TZ-45, which was an Italian, sort of Italian Sten, and it had a collapsible, all the features of the simplified submachine gun, collapsible stock, relatively short barrel. It had a standard Beretta 40 round magazine, which was, by the way, used on all mass-produced Italian submachine guns. But what surprises me is that the Italians had a problem, despite having an abundance of submachine gun models. Italians nonetheless had a problem and a severe shortage of submachine guns in their army. I can understand why the Japanese had a shortage of submachine guns. They only started developing them seriously in 1941, when the war was already raging on, and all the guns that were proposed before were largely sidelined. And I already, probably if you watched my videos before, I had told you a story how Kijiro Nambu, a famous Japanese developer of pistols, submachine guns and light machine guns, and by the way his Type 96 and Type 99 light machine guns were main LMGs of the Japanese army, and his pistols were quite popular. They were main pistols of the Japanese army, Imperial Japanese army. He also tried developing semi-auto rifles to replace the bolt action Arisaka, and he successfully developed toggle lock action, Luger style bolt rifle, which was fed with standard 6 5mm Arisaka clips. It had a 5-round magazine and because he had some sort of a conflict with the man above, as we say it, the gun was never adopted, even though it passed all the tests, because the guy who was in charge of this competition, he started making up ridiculous requirements, such as gun being able to fire after having some cement thrown in no surprise. After having liquid cement poured in, it stopped shooting. Basically, it was ridiculous shit, and the gun was never adopted, even though it was pretty much comparable in its reliability to the most other early semi-auto rifles, such as Garand rifle, Gewehr 41, and the Soviet SVT-38 and SVT-40. Kit Zero Nambu developed as of speaking about submachine guns. Kit Zero Nambu developed two. I mean Type 100 and also Type 1, but Type 1 was never adopted. Oh, it has a funny handle, by the way. Basically, the Czechoslovaks were probably the only guys who actually decided to attach a handle that allows LMG to be comfortably used from the, you know, firing from the hip or from the shoulder without using the bipod. And it has you know, conventional magazine mount, reminiscent of the 30-round magazine found on the Japanese Type 96. But instead it has 20 rounds. Thankfully it's not that retarded system we have on Italian Breda 30. Oh no, the tanks are coming. Shit. Died before I even managed to use my gun. Because of the tank. That's not bad. It's controllable. And the damage output is very good. It's pretty much one-shot kill. It doesn't have a semi-auto mode, which is a bit disappointing. Basically, the reason why about over-engineering, well, they liked making fine guns, but sometimes they had gone overboard, as with FNAP 43, which had folding magazine and folding magazine gimmick, which is, well, it's probably it's cool, but it's only, oh shit, I hurt myself. But it's only useful if you are some kind of a partisan, or you are some kind of a special agent who needs to, you know, hide his gun somewhere beneath his clothes. But otherwise it's quite useless. As far as LMGs in the game go, it's probably my favorite. And so basically we are going out on a suicide mission. We need to take out that anti-tank gun. And if we don't, then our tanks are going to not make it. And we did it. Oh no. Too bad Italians don't have an impact anti-tank grenade. Also, I guess that phosphorus grenade is can do something to tanks, but I'm not sure, and I don't really want to take up the grenade slot with something useless. Yeah, guys, your tank had betrayed you and is firing on you. Oh shit. Basically speaking of FNAP 43, it could be made much simpler and less expensive to make, but Italians did what they did, and only 7,000 were made. Around 3,000 of TZ-45 were made, and I don't really know, I don't want to lie, how much Berettas were made, but I guess there were much more Berettas because there were several modifications of them with different stocks, collapsible stocks, wooden stocks, etc. And they were also widely used. You can find many photos with Italian soldiers and German soldiers using Beretta submachine guns. Oh, guy, we're like. I wonder if that frag got counted. Well, anyway, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and please support Ukraine in whatever way you can. Slava Ukraini, and see you later.